Hi everybody, it's me, your weatherman, Joey. Yeah, that's my name. Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude here. Welcome to my channel. Now maybe if you were like everybody else who was looking at the Weather Network site and you saw this headline, snow and rain and heavy winds coming to BC, and you thought, oh my god, and you clicked on the link, and what did you find? But you found an article with all maps about Vancouver and Victoria. And you realized BC is a lot bigger than that place and decided to come check out Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude. Roll the screen.
This is bad news. My God.
Falling out right now. Anything could happen.
Wow. I'll watch the video later.
Feel the heat.
I need more milk. I need water. Ain't dry mopping
Okay,
this.
so that's my brand new intro I made. I made some intros for the show. Do you like that intro? If you don't like it, you can maybe like this one better.
Sketched out. Big moose. Getting angrier. Now we jump off the roof. There she goes. You never know what can happen.
They're going on, you know.
Here she comes. That's pretty close.
So here I am in front of the GFS modeling. Hey, provided by University of Carolina. I love this map. It's really handy. And as you can see, the jet stream's well to our south. It's like reaching all the way down to California. And that's going to open the door, I think, for cooler and cooler weather to come. It is coming. When? Well, into next week for sure. It's going to get colder. Let's run the animation. So over the next 200 hours, what do we see here? But bam, it's nice for a little bit. But it doesn't last very long because look at that. By Saturday, full on smasheroo into the south coast. And then look at this bubble that breaks off and does that down to California. So all the way down the west coast of the United States and Canada, there's going to be some bad weather in the next little while. So we see that high pressure mostly taking over there, southern British Columbia, and it looks like it's going to lead to a couple nicer days down there. But don't be fooled because that's just a mirage. It's not going to stay nice for very long. Let's have a look at the rain accumulation. In the next 3 days, we got rains coming to the coast. Sure. 5 days, heavy rains, big time. A little bit gets into the interior, and a little bit more gets into the interior. But what's probably getting into the interior more is snowfall. See lots of snow into the mountains in the next 10 days. So yeah, gonna be extreme up there. 155.8 centimeters up there in the coast mountains. I mean, that's just random guess. I mean, it could be 157, who knows? Up here by Wells, looks like we're gonna be seeing in the Caribbean Mountains, you know, not quite a meter of snow, but that is possible. So that's in the next 10 days, a little bit through the interior. Certainly you might get dustings of it down in some of the lower places where people live, maybe through that Band of the Caribbean, Quesnel, Williams Lake, Prince George, maybe. Definitely these mountain passes are going to see some nasty weather. We look at the next 5 days. Okay. Next 3 days. Okay, well, what's going on? Next 24 hours? Nothing. So it's that this weekend is the story. And you look at snow depth right now, there's not a whole lot of snow in BC right now. I mean, there is some in the Caribbean Mountains here. Obviously, if you saw my shorts today, I was out falling some trees and I went and talked to the Seneca Fire crew who was doing some burning. Look for those videos to pop up here in my YouTube channel as well as more fire videos and things like that. So let's play through the animation. This is the ECMWF model. As you can see, we got this first big low and it's lashing up along the coast. And luckily that high pressure we got is going to try to keep that bugger mostly out of here. So Wednesday, it's getting steered mostly north. That low is slamming into the panhandle. Coast, that doesn't look very good for Haida Gwaii. Sorry about your luck. Into Thursday, nice and clear in the BC interior. Clearing trend. But already at Thursday, by noon, we see signs that that is not going to remain. That big line of precipitation we saw will try to make some noise as that low kind of tracks up in inland and kind of plays itself out. So it's northern BC getting a round of it probably Thursday evening. Southern BC maybe in some of those mountain passes. First glancing blow of what's to come. What's to come is mostly going to be from this storm. And as you can see by the way the isobars are lined out, we have the possibility of having some of this moisture move directly inland into the weekend. Look how far out that moisture goes, that ribbon of moisture. Is that an atmospheric river? Well, you bet it is. I'm not the one who predicts how severe atmospheric rivers get, but looking at some of this, I'd say we got a pretty good one coming on our hands. Friday evening, northern BC's already seeing lots of snow by that point, and heavy rains through Vancouver Island, heavy snow in the coast mountains, a little bit in the central interior, not much, but anywhere near those mountains by that point. Saturday morning, maybe Burns Lake's going to see some freezing rain at 3 in the morning. Is that a possibility? Okay, well, something to be mindful of is that we have some fluctuations in temperatures. But look at how the door is open. Like I was saying in my last video, the door is open for all that precipitation to move inland. So we're looking at some pretty significant snowfall events, and it's going to get pretty windy up along that coast too. And a Sunday afternoon, northern BC again. Northern BC, and that low, just given lots of precipitation. So it's going to be a pretty miserable weekend down on the coast. I mean, isn't it always down there? And you can just see how far that line of precipitation, that line of moisture, that ribbon, that atmospheric river, Monday as well, could see some pretty good snow into southern BC, right? So we're looking, be wary of your commutes to work, because you could see temperatures hovering around 0. And you could see the nasty stuff, McBride, Blue River, Quesnel, Williams Lake. Sure, you can expect some of that. Overnight on a Tuesday in the morning. Again, more snow. Quesnel looks like you might get a pretty good dose of it by that time. McBride, you're sitting in a good stack of it. The door has been opened. The jet stream is lined up. And we are going to get absolutely pummeled for a little while. And then, yeah, you got this low that breaks away and forms on its own. And it's going to just make everything in California happy. So, I mean, it's all up and down the West Coast. I mean, don't take it too personally, British Columbia, because Oregon's going to be feeling it, and Washington's going to be getting a whole bunch of different examples of this. And there will even be some snow in the mountains of California. That's what we're looking at, right? So repeat, all through. Repeat. That's what's going to happen. Some repeats. Look at that. California. There's a good California storm. That's not something they always get, but hey, everything's possible this year. And then the other thing that we have to look at is the temperature. The temperature diving down next week, man. Uh-oh. And we do got some moderating effects of some of these storms with the door open. It is allowing some of that ocean weather to come in. But make no mistake, there's going to be a drop in temperatures into next week. And you can see that freezing mark, and we can get a good idea of where the freezing is going to be. So, yeah, not awesome. We're definitely into some winter weather. For sure. We're not seeing a lot of above. It seems like a lot of BC is going to have days where you may or may not hit above the freezing mark next week. So big crappy storm, and then another big crappy storm, and then probably a bunch more after that. Yeah, hey, it's going to get colder and it's going to get more winter-like. So that's to be expected at this time of year. It's always just the timing. Timing can affect your plans. The timing can be life or death to you. So be safe out there this weekend if you have any plans to go anywhere. Thanks very much. Have a good Remembrance Day weekend. We'll be back with the meteorological report right here on this channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Frankie McDonald, myself, and Brandon Houck on the channel. It's going to be so awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye now.